Everybody like where that snitch nigga Mob James at, man. You know what I mean? You ain't hear nothing from that nigga cause everybody looking at some of them videos that he done posted and went back and found out everything was lies. I don't know that he got a problem with his memory or is this nigga just blatantly telling lies because the camera in front of him for a paycheck. You know what I mean? Because I'm starting to think this nigga putting out clickbait. You know what I mean? And everybody over there fucking with Gangster Chronicles, Reggie, all them. Them motherfuckers doing clickbait. They just going looking at old stories from YouTube and from the internet and speaking on them. You know what I mean? Whether they was there or whether they just heard a little bit about it. But a lot of shit they talk about ain't even factual because you can go check the records and see that them niggas telling a lie. You know what I mean? That like that boy Chocolate, he was like, man, that nigga Mob James wasn't even there when I had the situation with Vanilla Ice, cause I was down with DOC, Get Funky Crew, and you know what I mean. You niggas don't know nothing about Funky Town business, or nothing that go on in Dallas or any surrounding areas, Fort Worth, you know, uh, anything that got to do with Texas. You know what I mean. He was like, you know, uh, that boy. Mob James wasn't even there when he did any type of business or any of his business. It was only Suge there, and none of the shit that they was talking about really happened. So he was just bad mouthing Chalk, cause Chalk had a hit song with Vanilla Ice, and he had bought him a new car and bought him some jewelry in the house. And he was like, the nigga ain't never make another song, but he was like, nigga, I made a lot of songs, you know what I mean? And he telling the truth. And he was just deep on that Dallas scene, helping up and coming artists come along. But you know, he was the man behind the scenes, you know what I mean? But whatever it is, I'm just hearing that the nigga Mob James is a rat. He ain't got no money, so he just making clickbait. And nigga done ran his ass off the motherfucking internet for a while. And you know, Reggie, that police motherfucker, he can't remember half of the shit that happened, but he just gonna give you his best educational opinion on it, which is good, but a lot of that shit be wrong and he got to come back and straighten it. A lot of time after he straightened it, people done ran with it, made blogs about it, you know what I mean? It's just a whole bunch of bullshit and birds of a flock of the same feather flock together. So, you know what I mean? Reg and motherfucking Mob James was running together tough. So that let you know them niggas cooperate. Uh, Reggie was the police. So, you know, Mob James had to snitch. You know what I mean? Especially after his brother died, he didn't give a fuck about the Bloods no more. He said he ain't even a part of Blood. You know, he just doing it for the money, but he fucked over Reggie. When Reggie was in jail, they stole a lot of that money. Now, you know, these niggas got their little channels, but the channel ain't popping no more, ain't coming up with the big views. You got to put up clickbait and make up some stories and cause some friction and cause some beef. You know how it is. You like Whack 100, he keeping his motivation going, keep all the heat and all the bloggers fucking with him, same with Charleston White. But Charleston White, like he, you know, he proved to y'all niggas on the West Coast he not no sucker. He went to Miami, he sprayed a rapper with mace. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas ain't cover that like you supposed to, and get a man the motherfucking thumbs up. Even though you beefing with him just for the fact that the man got one eye, my nigga, and he stand on business. All you fought niggas be woofing. And you know, Charleston White was in front of Mob James. You know what I'm saying? James said he had his piece on him, but man, he wasn't gonna see Charleston White. Charleston White was quick draw McGraw. He had that kill in him. You know what I mean? But I think nigga done ran that nigga Mob James off the internet because he been snitching and telling too many lies. But that's my opinion. Peace of mind.